Hello, here is lesson 124. So number 1 says sketch a rectangle with a length of 45 inches and a width of 3 feet. So we're kind of estimating this, but I think it's worth noting that this says inches and this says feet. There are 12 inches in a foot, so it should be 36 wide, which means it should not be quite as wide as it is long, right? So I'm just going to make a rectangle, making it a little bit longer than it is wide. This is 45 inches, and this is 3 feet, which of course is equal to 36 inches. And what is the perimeter of the rectangle in inches? Oh, look, see, we do need to know those inches. So we've got 36, 45, opposite sides are the same, 45 and 36. Let me see, I know 45 and 45 is 90, and 36 and 36 is 72. So altogether, it looks like we have 162 inches for our perimeter. Number 2, the fraction that is equivalent to the expression. Expression just means it's a math sentence without an equal sign, and equivalent means equal, so we are essentially just going to add the equal sign. What is this all equal to? It looks like 4/11 is 44/20. If you want to go further, you could say, well, 20 goes into 44 twice, because 2 20s makes 40. You could say 2 and 4/20. And if you want to go even further, you could divide that 4/20 by 4/4 and say that it is 2 and 1/5. But if you have any of those answers, you are correct. Okay, the circle, the shape that is classified as an obtuse triangle. So obtuse has to do with angles, and an obtuse angle is wider than a right angle. So this right here is a right angle. So this is not an obtuse triangle because that one is a right angle. I'm going to label it a right angle. It's that perfect square corner. These are all acute. I'm not going to write it every time, but these are all acute. The circle means acute, which means they are sharper, they are less than 90 degrees. So the one angle on here that is more than 90 degrees is right here. That angle is obtuse, which means it is more than 90. More than 90 degrees. So the only triangle that has an obtuse angle is this obtuse triangle. So we are going to circle it. So 4 and 5 got out of order here. But the next one on my list is 5, which says list the first 5 multiples of 23. Multiples means we are skip counting. So we are skip counting by 23s. So the first one is easy. It just means 1 times 23, which is 23. Now we need 2 times 23. I think I can double 23 in my head. That would be 46. The next one is 3 times 23. So I can do 3 times 23. I can add 23 onto my 46. I believe it is 69. Down here I'm to 4 times 23. And of course this will be the 5th multiple of 23, 5 times 23. So what is 4 times 23? 20 and 3. 80 plus 12, that'd be 92. And how about 5 times 23? 5 times 20, 5 times 2 is 10. Place one more 0. Looks like 115. So there are our first 5 multiples of 23. Last one, the measure of the angle. And really this wants you to have a protractor, and if we were in class, we'd hand you a protractor and have you measure it. You might just end up estimating. You can tell this is very obtuse, right? This angle is obtuse. It is much more than 90 degrees. So we could estimate. We could recall that a straight line is 180 degrees. The right angle is 90 degrees, so it's way more than 90, not quite 180. You could make an estimate there. I did try and get a picture of a protractor online and line it up. Notice how we line up this line exactly, and then I put the dot right here at the bend, and this line's coming out like this. It's about 170. And even though this protractor says both 10 and 170, a 10-degree angle would be super sharp. It would be acute. Since this is an obtuse angle, we need a number more than 90, and that's how we know to use 170 and not 10. So we'll say 170. If you estimated and got something close to that, you're fine. But it's a pretty wide angle, so it should be way over 150. Thanks, that is the end.